Cassian says that you repeat this word or phrase. He calls it a formula. You could also call it a prayer word, a sacred word, or a mantra. You repeat this word continually in the mind and heart, letting go of all the riches of thought and imagination. That's the crucial phrase. Letting go of all the riches of thought and imagination, so that we come to the first of the Beatitudes, the first of the stages of happiness, poverty of spirit. Happy are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of God. If we can understand this first of the Beatitudes, poverty of spirit, we have understood the spiritual journey. So, choosing the word that we say during the meditation time is important, because we want to stay with the same word from the beginning to the end, and indeed from day to day. As I said at the beginning, if you want to learn to meditate, you want eventually to put meditation into your daily life, morning and evening. And the busier you are, the more stressed you are, and the more you might think it is impossible to do it, the more likely you are to do it. It's the busiest people who find the time for what they really want to do. So anyway, choosing the word is important because you want to say it day by day so that it can take root in your heart. If you know the same tradition of prayer is very central to the Orthodox tradition of the Eastern Church, called the Jesus Prayer or Hesychasm, in which the prayer word or phrase sinks into the heart, and as it were, this might be a good image here for Texas, you're sort of drilling deep down in the same well, and then you get the oil. And the oil is the Spirit. The oil is the prayer of the Spirit that rushes up and brings you all the riches of the kingdom. And now I imagine before the oil exploration go out, the explorers go out to start their test drilling, they spend a lot of time making sure that they don't just do it randomly in your backyard. They presumably have geologists and scientists doing a lot of research. Well, all that research has been done for us by our tradition, by the mystical tradition, by the people who've gone before us. And they've shown us this is where you start drilling. This is where you start working. So, this is the heart. You could take the name Jesus, a very ancient Christian mantra. You could take the word Abba, the word that Jesus made sacred. Or you could take the word I would recommend, the word Maranatha. This is the word I gave to the children this morning, and the one we normally recommend. Maranatha is a beautiful Christian prayer word or mantra because it's in the language that Jesus spoke, which is Aramaic. It means, "Come, Lord." St. Paul ends the first letter to the Corinthians with it, and it's the oldest prayer, the oldest Christian prayer. And if you choose this word, this prayer, say it like this in 4 syllables: Ma-ra-na-tha. Ma-ra-na-tha. It's not difficult to remember. All the children remembered it this morning. They actually did it in the Mass, and then about an hour and a half later, when I went into the classrooms, they all remembered it. So this is what we sort of drill with, if you like. This is the diamond point of the drill. And it will take us through some rocky places. It will take us through some illusions, some blocks, some resistance, some negativity, some fears, fantasies, some memories. But it will take us through by the power of faith, active in love. The Christian tradition says that this work of meditation is the work of love. And the more you experience it, the more you will understand what that means. So let's take our time to meditate now. I'll take a moment to get into a comfortable position. Sit back into your chair, quite comfortable chair. Your feet flat on the ground. Put your hands on your lap or on your knees. Again, relax your shoulders, relax the muscles of your face. Close your eyes lightly, and then silently, in your mind, in your heart, begin to say your word. The only thing we have to worry about during this time in meditation, the next 15 minutes or so, is to say your word and to keep returning to the word. Don't worry about being distracted. As soon as you realize that you're distracted or that you stop saying the word, just come back to it and start saying it again, like a child, humbly, quickly, faithfully. Don't use too much force as you say the word. Say it gently, but say it also faithfully. And above all, say it attentively, give it your full attention. Listen to the word as you say it. Ma, Ra, Na, Tha. Don't visualize the word, but sound it silently. Ma, Ra, Na, Tha. Ma, Ra,